Hey, what's up, Amazing people? Welcome to Team Amazing Show Speak Nerdy to Me for March 2nd. My name is Ann Campea, and joining me is Kaori Takee, as well as our third Team Amazing member, Wakame, who I'm sure all of you have missed. I have missed her as well. I haven't seen Wakame in so long, so she's still very fluffy, you guys.
Still very fluffy.
That's all I can say. Nothing's changed. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We are here to shoot the shit with you guys about our favorite topics of the week. We have a few that we wanted to talk about, but also open it up to you if you're joining us in the live chat. Make sure you send us your questions. Join us in the live chat and chat along with Kaori. She'll be checking it as well. So if there's anything you want to ask us,
ask away. I'm going to be starting to check right now.
To all one viewer. All right, so as we start to generate some people in the chat, let's go on with some of the topics we put together. I know we had some movie topics. Of course, the Oscars happened this past weekend, so you and I had a chance to see it.
Yes.
Overall impressions, any highlights, dislikes, anything like that?
I didn't think anything grand about this Oscar. I wasn't that invested in the Academy Awards this year. And I mean, honestly, the biggest highlight was Leonardo DiCaprio finally getting his win, and not only getting his win, but he used his platform and his time to talk about the environment and how much we need to take care of our planet. And I really, really respect that and honor that, because that's something we can relate to, because everyone needs to help. And I love that he talks about that instead of just, I like to thank all these people that you guys have no idea who they are, you know? So it was refreshing. So that was probably the highlight of the Oscar night. The worst part was Stacey Dash. I think everyone can agree. It just felt really random. It felt flat. It was supposed to be funny, but it really wasn't.
I don't get the joke. I still don't get the joke.
I don't get the joke either.
Okay, so it was awkward. It was mega awkward. I didn't think Chris Rock did too bad. I know a lot of people were saying like, okay, he was beating a dead horse by the end of the show by going with all of the race jokes, because as you guys know, leading up to the Oscars, there was that whole campaign about Oscars were so white. So I liked his opening monologue, actually. I thought it was hilarious.
I actually missed that one. I was on the way. I was driving.
Oh, okay. But... yeah, I think he killed it. And then I guess maybe because like Kaori, I wasn't so invested in the Oscars and even in the actual show, that it just kind of blew over my head, the fact that every joke he had was about that same topic. But I didn't think he did that bad as people were saying. Leo obviously winning and then using that as his platform. Perfect.
Someone is asking if this is a King's Quest shirt. No, it's King of Swing, Cesaro from the WWE. Thank you very much. But anyways,
of course.
King's Quest is still a good game.
What else about the Oscars? Who I thought Charlize Theron was the best dressed.
Yeah, you know what? Extra says that too. I think a lot of people were really well dressed. But some, I don't know.
I was pretty bummed that Sly didn't win either.
Yes, but I mean, that theatrical actor, what's his name? Forgot his name. He's a good actor too. He looks like a mad scientist.
Yeah, you guys know who we're talking about.
Yeah, you know.
What else? Spotlight won Best Picture, which I have yet to see, but I heard is fantastic. You just have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Because of the topic. Anything else? Leo was really just the big thing.
He was the big thing. Everyone was waiting for it.
Now we can all kind of like let out that breath that we were holding in. Feels good. Every time I think about the fact that he won, it does make me happy. Though.
It does, right?
He deserved it.
Sure.
All right, so let's move to J.K. Rowling announcing that Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them will actually be a trilogy rather than just one movie.
Is it going to be like 100-page trilogy each, or is it going to be like fat trilogies? You know,
I know
that's the one thing.
And it's one of those things where it's obvious the book has existed in the world, but it wasn't a book we ever had as a tangible object for us to read.
Right.
Like, so whether the story is something that it's like a 700-page turner that you could essentially turn into 3 movies, or who knows? I'm excited though. I'm glad we're gonna get.
Me too. Anything Harry Potter. I mean, you give a dog a bone, we're gonna like give me a coloring book. Yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm sure Eddie Redmayne, then that means that he would be at least signed on for this trilogy. That's good because I like him as an actor.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah,
really good, really impressive. He's probably like gonna win another couple Oscars, I can imagine.
I mean, honestly, he could have won this year. I think he had a good performance. It was just Leo just had a better one.
Claire says we had the book. It was tiny.
That's right. It did come out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's one of those like Benjamin Button turned into a movie, you know, where the book is like 30 pages long or something.
It's like The Hobbit, where they made it like a Lord of the Rings movie size.
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I do hope it's because they have a lot of story to tell rather than it's a business and they want to make a lot of money, which I'm sure it's the second part.
Right.
Oh well, we'll still pay for it though.
Yeah, of course.
But she did say that The Cursed Child will not have a film.
Mm-hmm. Well, they might change their minds.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the way.
You guys, Wakame is just so soft.
It
just looks like I'm petting Corey's lap right now.
She's like, I can't stop. I can't stop.
And also under our movies category. Okay, so last night, John and I were freaking out because Batman versus Superman. We got
look at her face.
She's like, yes, please.
She's like,
hi. We got very excited because we thought we had tickets for Sunday to see Batman versus Superman, which obviously is 3 weeks ahead of when it's scheduled to come out.
She's like, yeah, that sucks.
Yes. So we bought it from Fandango and we're all stoked. We're going to drive out to Paris, California, which is like, for those of you that don't know.
I don't know what Paris, California is.
Okay, so my parents live about 50 miles from here. It takes about an hour to get there. It's probably another 25 miles from where my parents live.
Oh.
So we were prepared to drive out there late Sunday night to get to the screening that apparently would be Batman versus Superman 3 weeks in advance. And so we get the tickets from Fandango. It's confirmed.
Yes.
Get the confirmation, all that good stuff.
It was a hoax.
Of course, people start to get on it because as soon as John puts it on social media, everyone's like, what's
John?
going on?
Come on, you know better than that, John.
So people call the theater. The theater is like, yeah, we've been getting calls like all evening now about this saying, yeah, of course we're going to show it. At least that's what the people thought that worked there. Only come to find out like this morning that our tickets got canceled and it was a website glitch is what they're saying. So it was an accident and they should not have been on sale.
I'm sorry, look at her face. She's so proud of her snorts.
So there is no early screening of Batman versus Superman, unfortunately. We have to wait until the 25th or 24th if you guys are going to see it. I think you can wait.
It's not like you were that excited about it, Ann.
I wasn't excited to drive an hour like 90 miles to go see it, but I mean I would have done it just to say like, wow.
But we have like
3 weeks in advance.
A lot of things to hold us over between.
For sure.
I mean, March is we're in it.
Yep.
So many things are coming up. We have WonderCon. We went to Pasadena Con.
Yeah.
Very low key. You can like, it's literally as big as Anne's apartment.
Yeah.
It was like
it was cute.
Garage sale.
But you know what? I have to say I did make a great purchase there.
You did.
I think you made a good purchase.
It's like when you drive by and it says like, oh, yard sale.
Yeah.
Like pull over.
Except it was all geek stuff.
Yeah.
Or handmade crafts. Yeah. So it was cute.
Yes.
To say the least.
It was cute. And I would go again.
Yeah. So we've got that. And then speaking of other stuff to hold us over, this weekend we have Zootopia, London Has Fallen, and Whiskey Tango Foxtrot coming out.
No interest in any of those except for Zootopia and London Has Fallen. Okay, that was 2 of the 3.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like any of them, but all of them.
Well, I mean, like the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, I'm not really even sure what it's about. Except that Tina Fey is backing it, obviously. It's her movie.
Tina Fey is like, she plays a journalist going to Afghanistan, and it's kind of a comedy. And then Margot Robbie is there.
Oh, okay.
She's like the hot girl and whatever. I mean,
yeah,
it's supposed to be funny. Obviously, Tina Fey.
Yeah, out of those 3, so you're saying Zootopia or London Has Fallen, and then out of those 2, would you?
I'd probably pick London Has Fallen, just because cartoons are usually secondary for me for the most part. But I'm hearing really good things about Zootopia.
Yeah, so I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. Very, very witty and a lot of adult humor for a Disney film.
Yeah.
As usual, but I think a little more so. And the fact that Jason Bateman is the fox.
Yeah.
And he kind of has that kind of humor. It definitely resonates in the movie, and it's really cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
And Gerard Butler's everywhere. I mean, he's in 2 movies right now. I'm like, oh,
I know.
Could you just be back in 300? That's all we care about.
Oh my God. Yeah. Let's talk about, no, just kidding. Let's not talk about that. I have seen that movie quite a bit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, please. All right, so going from movies to TV, we have a few topics. I'm laughing because the first topic, Fuller House on Netflix.
You go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think we briefly talked about this together, and I have to say that it's not garbage the way you think it is. Like, I'm not saying that I will like watch it, but I watched 9 of the episodes in the background, and I totally understood everything that was happening. You don't need to have your undivided attention on it. But I enjoyed it for the nostalgia factor. And I think that if you're a Full House fan, a lot of times you can enjoy it. I think if you walk right into it, it feels like a fucking 90s sitcom. It really does. Like,
yes, as it should, though.
Yeah, as it should.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty much mirroring Full House, but they're making it like an estrogen-filled house instead of like a dick-filled house, you know?
It's pretty balanced at the time, even though the girls are really young. Except for Lori Loughlin's character.
I mean, there's a lot of cheese though. Stephanie is now DJ Tanner, and she's the DJ thing. Like, there's a lot of parts about it. I was like, is this really happening? You know? And then Steve looks really old.
I know.
Like, he has like no eyebrows. Like, where are they?
His head is shaved, and
weird.
It's just a little bizarre.
People are like, I cannot get drunk enough to watch that.
Thank you. I was drinking when I was watching it too.
And then Jake says Full House was too 90s for the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, here's the thing. Like, I have seen every Full House episode at least 4 times.
Yeah,
at least,
sure.
if not more. And you're right. It captures the true essence of what the show used to be.
Yeah.
But I think what made me turn it off is the fact that it's just really hard to see them at that age trying to pull off the same humor.
I think they just need the money. They're like, look, it's been 30 years.
Yeah.
It's been fucking 30 years.
Like,
I can't believe
the jokes were cute in the first episode for me, and then I got to the second one and it was still kind of the same. But I'm hearing, like, at least just get through the whole thing just to say, like, hey, you watched the whole thing. So I probably will do that.
How far did you get?
Episode 3.
Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, it's the same. You're not going to get anything different out of it, you know?
Yeah.
I was playing Cooking Fever at the same time.
I think it is going to be one of those. Yeah. I'll turn it on at work as I'm like sitting
and
there.
You're not going to skip a beat anyway.
Yeah.
So, but it is renewed for season 2.
I know.
So they're going to be making some more moolah. You know,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how like, obviously we're not like, we can't see the performance through Netflix. I don't think they publish the ratings or anything like that. So
it's been like less than a week since it's been released anyway.
Right.
So. I mean, I'm seeing that now they are rebooting or regenerating a lot of old stuff that we used to really, really love. You know, we have this one, and then Boy Meets World is now Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're trying really hard to see what was successful and try to make it succeed again. And sometimes it's like, just let it rest.
Right.
You know.
But I think yes, I agree. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with what this Netflix Fuller House is doing, because they took the same exact formula that worked before and are doing it again how many years later.
It's to a T. The house, everything.
Yeah. So if you're a fan, you can't hate it because it's exactly what you loved in the 90s, right?
By the way, Fernando reminds me of my ex-boyfriend Fernando, which is fucking hilarious.
Fernando.
He talked like that too. Isn't that weird?
That is weird. Maybe that's him.
Yeah, he's like, Kaori.
Speaking of things like revivals, things that you want to see made again.
He says, real quick, which 90s show would you like to see?
That's exactly what I was just about to ask you. There you go.
Oh, well, there you go. You beat Goofball McGee. Sorry, that's funny. Let me think about that.
All right.
Do you have one?
Did he say sitcom or anything?
Anything.
Any show? Okay, so there were a ton. I loved everything on Nickelodeon.
Saved by the Bell, maybe. But they've tried to reboot it many
times,
and it just never worked.
They've tried like every era too.
Wedding in Vegas, college years.
Like, didn't Zach and Kelly get married like 15 times?
Yeah, no.
I was a big Nickelodeon Guts and Legends of the Hidden Temple, which is one of these things, one of our topics. Like, all of those things, I was in love with all of that stuff. So all that. So I would bring all of those shows back.
Nathan says Friends. I always liked Friends, but I never watched it religiously.
And I also and Nathan, I also feel like Friends had a good beginning and end.
Yeah.
to where I'm not yearning for it to come back because
Yeah.
I feel like they had a complete story.
Sure.
What else was there? There was a ton of stuff I watched.
And he's pretty much a lot of this TGI Friday stuff.
Yeah, like
on
Step by Step and
yeah.
Family Matters.
Yeah, Family Matters. Oh, that would be so sad to watch them reboot that.
I know.
Like, don't do that one. Like, leave it.
Even like towards the end when Urkel was like old already.
Yeah.
And he was still coming around
like,
and is like,
and
yeah, and we're like, no, it's just not working anymore.
You're not like in 8th grade
anymore. I know. Sometimes it's just those gags just don't work anymore.
Oh, American Gladiators.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's not like 80s or 90s. That probably was 90s.
It's a little bit of both. Like
yeah. It's like any of that. And also animation-wise, I would take Ren and Stimpy again.
Oh, Ren and Stimpy was the best.
There was another one.
That was my favorite.
Rugrats. And there's something else.
I never really liked. Doug was good.
Doug was great.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Lots of those. Okay, so you guys let us know if you guys have anything else. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff.
Okay.
So that kind of covers our next topic, which was Legends of the Hidden Temple is actually making a comeback as a film, 2-part film on Nickelodeon.
I don't know how that's gonna work. I heard, by the way, coincidentally, I was watching Fastlane with my friends, and we were talking about Legends of the Hidden Temple, and they were saying that thing was rigged. Like because they only had a limited amount of prizes.
Oh no! So actually, there's some like a video I still need to watch with Kirk Fogg, who used to actually host the show, and maybe that's where they got that information from.
Because it makes sense because he was like, "Come on, do you know how to pose like this? Why suddenly is this room so hard?"
Well, and then like all of a sudden, all the temple guards come out like in a row.
Yeah, it's like you watch this TV show at your home and you're finally a contestant. You know what these things look like. You know how to put the statue together, you know?
Don't tell me that. That's like ruining my childhood right now. So especially the fact that like they
rigged it.
Fucking, it was a Yamaha keyboard that you could win, and they only had one Yamaha keyboard they could give out like this entire season.
Could you imagine? They're like, oh my god, the kid's about to make it to room 5. Get it.
Put the temple guard right now.
Temple guard.
He's still eating a sandwich still, like, oh, I'm supposed to go on set.
Yeah.
Let me put that away. Or the kid found the pendant of like, oh my god. Yes. No, I don't want to know that.
So funny.
Please don't tell me that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's rumor has it.
Like if you told me Guts was rigged too, I'd be bummed about that too. Okay, so just real quick recap shows. I know Walking Dead is back.
Walking Dead is back.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
I think Flash. I know Arrow's on the break.
Yeah, Flash is on the break until like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So we're on the same timeline.
Yeah, and then it's like boom until the finale. So we'll be back with those in a few weeks. I just have video games and books, but I just gonna shout out to the Pride.
Yeah, shout out.
That's what I'm reading.
I don't have it.
It's around,
but it's there. You guys should go check out John's book, The Pride. You can buy it on Amazon.
Yep.
And get the summary there and enjoy it and tell us what you think or write a nice little book.
Yeah. I mean, damn, I want to write a book. Anything for WWE coming up?
Not really. I mean, there's a WWE Road block in Toronto, and I'm like, why?
It's just like a filler to get to WrestleMania.
I think it's a filler to get to WrestleMania, so they can kind of like put the last pieces together and stuff. But I am very excited. Like WrestleMania is right around the corner.
I know.
I can't believe it.
March 2nd, and then it's like
it's less than a month. April 1st,
3rd or something.
3rd. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because day after my birthday.
Yeah,
April 3rd.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'll be here before we know it. So when is that roadblock pay-per-view?
I don't know.
See, that's
I'm not
how much
gonna watch
it matters. Yeah, because like not much happens in that pay-per-view before WrestleMania, right? Like they can't really change
the last official pay-per-view is Fastlane, so I think they just kind of threw it in there to kind of just put everything together and make sure it's a solid WrestleMania card. Right. Yeah, because apparently Dean Ambrose and Triple H are going to have a match at Roadblock.
They better stay very healthy because Lord knows if anything happened to
Everyone's
them.
Gone.
Gosh.
Cesaro's gone.
The worst part is Wakame's really bummed about that.
She's like, does that mean
Just for UFC, there's a exciting pay-per-view this weekend. We have Holly Holm versus Miesha Tate, so that should be really good. So this is Holly Holm defending her belt for the first time since she took it from Ronda Rousey. So that it should be good to see, you know, how well she matches up with somebody like Miesha who likes to scrap. And then we have Conor McGregor, who has Nate Diaz, who's filling in for what should have been a Conor and Dos Anjos fight. So that's going to be a really good fight too, just because Conor McGregor is fighting like 2 weight classes above what he normally fights at. So the fact that he's moving up that much,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight. So it's going to be exciting. And that's it for UFC. Do you guys have any like questions in the chats?
They're just saying, do you ladies like House of Cards? I don't watch House of Cards. I tried it. I'm one of the rare that did not like it.
Do you watch Orange is the New Black?
I did. I stopped mid-season 3, the last, because it just got really stale.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. But the first 2 seasons, especially the first season, was really, really good.
Okay. So maybe that's worth my time.
Yeah. Yep, I think that's it.
All right. So we are going to hang out with Super Fluff over here. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us for this week's Speak Nerdy to Me. Make sure you continue to tweet Team Amazing any questions or comments, as well as like this video, tweet it out, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, leave comments, all of that good stuff. We're always checking. Kaori, where can people follow you?
Well, you can follow me at KAORIOUS. That's Kaori. And everywhere, anywhere, YouTube channel, Twitch. And you can also follow Wakame on Instagram at _Wakame-chan.
I think she should have Snapchat.
Oh,
Just
God. I can barely keep up my own.
It'd be hilarious if like all her snaps were just like close-ups of her fluff, because that would be the angle that she would have her phone.
It would be just like black and then like a beard.
Yeah, just this part of her face. All right, you guys can follow me at Campea, and again, follow Team Amazing. Go to teamamazing.com. We've got prints up as well. They are awesome. And yeah, I think, did I miss anything?
No, but we'll see you next week, and tweet us some questions so we can answer them next week.
Yep. All right. Have one.